So you're thinking of buying a house in Easton Park? Well, in this video, we're gonna check out the best resale and new construction deal currently for sale. We're gonna get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local Easton Park real estate expert. If you're thinking of making a move to the area, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on the latest real estate news. For those of you who have watched me on YouTube or have met me in person, you'll know that I was a band director before jumping into real estate. I taught music for 10 years. But my morals and values didn't really change. Honestly, the job didn't change that much apart from the hours. Effective communication, honesty, hard work, these are all things that paid off when I taught students, and it's paying off, teaching adults about making financial big decisions in the neighborhood. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. I'd love to help you and your family make a great move to the Easton Park neighborhood. All right, we're gonna see the first home, which is the resale home of the month. So I'll see you over there. So the first house we're checking out is the resale deal of the month. This is a 2,188 square foot home, 1 story, which is rare in Easton Park, a 3-bed, 2-bath, listed at $480,000. This home, you can kind of pan around, we're on Catbird. It's a really small street. You can see other side, we have some pace setter homes over there with a shared driveway. But this location, we're right on the corner here of Skyline Park, and right there you can see that pathway. It goes all the way along the western edge of Skyline, but more importantly, right here is the food trucks and the amenity center. So you are less than a 5-minute walk from the food trucks and the amenity center on kind of the side street that doesn't have a lot of traffic. So location-wise, this is a really good spot. And I do want to thank Sherry Smith. This is one of her listings for allowing me to record this. I will say, I actually reached out to a different realtor in Easton Park that will remain nameless about their listing, and they just never got back to me. And it blew my mind. It's like, why would you not want more publicity for your listing? Because I thought it was a great deal, but they didn't seem to care. So thank you, Sherry, for doing that. But it always blows my mind that a realtor doesn't respond sometimes. So anyway, I just wanted to say that up front. It was very weird, and I was gonna record this a few days ago, but then they didn't respond, so I knew Sherry would respond, so I reached out to her, and this is a great deal. So let's check this one out. We have 2-car garage here, brick exterior. Nice, really mature tree, especially for Easton Park. Typically all the trees are really, really young here. So as I said, this is a 1-story home, which is rare for Easton Park. Typically everything's 2-story. And we have bedroom number 1 right here. Luxury vinyl plank flooring. I really like all of the closets have built-in shelves. Guest bathroom, just a single sink. Pretty typical. I like that they have the cabinets built above there too. And then guest bedroom number 2. The extra little window, and again you have the extra storage here, which is nice. You don't typically see that. Nice lighting fixtures in the front, and then just the extra light coming in too does make a difference. So here's just a coat closet, and then before we get into the main area, we have this flex area over here. So it's kind of up to you how you would use it. It's a little odd because it is kind of a long rectangle. I would maybe use this as a home office, although I would probably use one of the bedrooms as a home office for me. But you can kind of make this space however you want it to be. The sound will bleed into the main living area, so something to be aware of, but you do have this kind of extra flex space. And then something I really like, this is the garage entry, and it's on the corner, which always to me just makes it feel bigger coming into the garage when the door's on the corner. They have this extra storage right here built in, which looks great. And you have your EV charger. And then I always enjoy garage doors that have the natural light. I do wish it wasn't eye level. Like, I don't want to be able to just make eye contact with a stranger while I'm in my garage. I wish it was one higher, but that's a small thing. A pretty good sized garage with some storage there. And then here is our formal dining area and kitchen. I really like this kitchen. So tons of countertop space. I really like that they continued it over here with the cabinets. Got a lot of storage space in here. These cabinets too, when I saw them online, I wasn't a big fan because typically they look like old brown cabinets. But up close, these look really nice. So I do wish they were soft close. They're not, but they're in really good shape, and that's the most important thing for resale. Not the biggest fan of the material here. It's kind of thin silestone. I mean, it does the job. It's just, I'm used to, looking at brand new homes in Easton Park and kind of just upgrading countertops, right? Typically most homes have a slightly upgraded countertop. It's not a big deal. And honestly, probably part of the reason why this home is at a great price and a great deal, because some of the features are a little bit, less than a brand new home, right? So we don't have 8-foot doors in this house. They're 6-foot 8-inch doors. We don't have super thick, really nice quality granite countertops. Again, not the biggest deal at the end of the day. And more importantly, just the functionality of it, you have so much space to work with. So in that regard, I really do like this kitchen. And then we open up to the living room here. And pantry's right here. Something I didn't bring up is they do have these plantation shutters throughout the entire home, which is really nice upgrade. I really like, as a dog owner, that they put this, not in the door. They didn't just get a new door with a dog door in it. They put it right next to it, which is a really nice feature. Again, as a dog owner, I like that. And then this door too, how they did the shutters, I always get annoyed when I have to go for the handle and there's blinds in the way, so this is well designed. They have this extra layer to stop the bugs getting in. And then you have this large back patio space with an okay yard space, not the biggest. I will say the one downside, and then the doggy door. The one downside for me of this specific spot is just how open it is to neighbors. So I can see my neighbor's TV right there, and then literally right there. So not the most privacy. Obviously you can add shades, right? And I can see there's some nails up there, so they definitely added something. But that would definitely be a necessity to just kind of maintain privacy. I mean, even right now, as I'm recording this, there's a neighbor talking on the phone, just right there. She's not talking loudly, but it was kind of awkward when I went out there right now because we're both kind of talking. So yeah, that's like the one thing I don't quite like, is that house backing up perpendicular and they're really close to the backyard. And something to be aware of for if you're looking at one-story homes, the footprint of the house is going to be wider and longer, so you're going to give up some backyard space for that. I think this backyard's okay, but it's also going to make you closer to your back neighbor if you have one, and that's a great example, of that. So a slight con there. I do love the size of that back patio. That was really nice. Over to the left here is our utility room. There's just little features. I like that this door goes all the way. That really helps. And then we have plenty of space for washer dryer, and then just more space here. So you can add a folding table. I do wish I had cabinets, not the end of the world, but lots of space, which is the most important. And then we're in the primary area. So primary bedroom, taller ceiling in here, decent amount of natural light, a pretty good size. This looks like a queen size bed, maybe a king. Looks like a queen though, but you can see plenty of space on either side. And then bathroom, again, we have the plantation shutters, natural light coming in, toilet to the right, pretty good size, and then large walk-in shower. I do wish the tile went to the ceiling. Again, not a big deal, it's just something I've been so preconditioned seeing new construction in Easton Park that's typical. But dual vanity, lots of countertop space here. And again, with the closet, we have built-in shelves, which are always nice. And those are not super common, especially at this price range. So that is a big upgrade. And then if you haven't noticed, no carpet throughout, which is also, to me, a big upgrade. Some people prefer carpet, but most people, especially dog owners, prefer not having that liability. So there you have it. That's the resale deal of the month. Now let's go check out the new construction deal. Hey, it's Daniel from the future. So I couldn't get access to this yesterday when I tried to film the video, so I have access now. The workers, it's still being built, but the workers are on break right now, so we're gonna check it out. This home is listed at $431,000. So Brookfield home, we're in Pilot Park right now. It is 1,971 square feet. It's a 4-bed, 2.5 bath. So like I said, it's still being built, but for this price, getting a 4-bed in the low 400s in the neighborhood is great. And it's in Pilot Park, new construction area in Easton Park. So let's go check it out. See the 2-car garage, kind of see where we are. That's actually the entrance to Pilot Park right there. So you're easy access to McKinney Falls Parkway. And we'll go through the front door here. So good sized covered front patio. And then they went with a faux wood tile, but pretty good width here. Again, you always have to kind of just look past things when it's being built. A lot of storage there underneath the stairs. Open up to the kitchen area here. And it's pretty far along. I think this will be finished early June. You have the built-in oven, microwave. They actually have handles in the cabinets, which Brookfield usually doesn't do, so that's nice. And then we have the built-in range with pull-out drawers underneath. This thicker countertop and a really interesting backsplash. There's some good upgrades with this one. I'm surprised at the price. And then we have our half bath here. And I passed it, but your pantry right here. Pretty deep pantry. Now I like this floor plan because it has the, everything's connected over here. This connects all the way down to the primary, but so you can see this connects to where we just came from, 2-car garage. Then you have your utility room right here. Into the primary closet with built-in shelving. Then we have our primary bathroom here. They do went with this cheaper style stone. It's the same as the resale we saw yesterday, or earlier in this video. And then toilet, pretty large toilet. Floor to ceiling tile, natural light coming in. I obviously have the lights are off right now. I really like this floor tile too. Check out. Oh, I can't get in that way. Materials. I'll walk around the other way. Lots of natural light, which looks great. Living area space. And then this is, they haven't put the carpet down, but this is the primary. The vaulted ceiling, pretty good size. And so you guys can see the backyard. We're on the side of Pilot Park, the side of the street that you do not get the view. You do get privacy though, so your neighbor's all the way up there, so you're never gonna see your neighbors, just the side neighbors. And it goes relatively deep. So, and then this is a really good sized back patio too. So pretty private area. Again, not the greatest view. You would need to live on that side of the street to get a view from your backyard, but part of the reason why it's a little bit cheaper, right? Finally, let's go check out upstairs. So incentives right now with Brookfield, they're offering 6%. It's kind of different, depends on if you're getting inventory or to be built. Typically they offer about 6% though of the sales price. I gotta watch where I'm walking right now. Make sure I don't trip on anything. Cool. An axe. So we have this opening here, and then the 3 guest rooms are upstairs. So guest room number 1. Here's just the HVAC, right? Upstairs thermostat, we'll have one upstairs and downstairs. Guest bedroom number 2. And then guest bedroom number 3. A bit smaller with this one. And then the upstairs bathroom. Single sink, good amount of countertop space. Floor to ceiling tiles still with that natural light. So pretty good price for $431. Like I said, this will be finished in early June. So if you're thinking of moving in June, you can put earnest money down today, reserve this home, and then move in, mid to late June. So hope this helped you guys. It's always awkward. I'm trying to get out of the workers' way. Hope this helped. Reach out if you're thinking of buying or selling in the Easton Park neighborhood. There's deals everywhere. There's so many homes for sale right now. I chose this house because I'm really surprised you can get a 4-bedroom for that low of a price, brand new, in Pilot Park. But it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Love to help you and your family make a great move to the Easton Park neighborhood. And until next time, hope to see you guys around the neighborhood.